What is up, guys? Welcome back to the Super Rangers podcast, the best Power Rangers slash Super Sentai podcast on the planet. I am Jason Grayson. Now, the reason this is coming out a day later is because, if you can't tell by my voice, I am very sick, so I'm probably going to be a little quieter. And if I sound different, that's also why I have a very sore throat. I haven't been talking much today, and now I have to do a super long podcast about Power Rangers. So, yeah, I'm going to tweet out that I'm live streaming. I already see that we have 2 viewers, which is great. Right off the start, didn't have to tweet for you guys to watch. That's really great. Today we're going to be reviewing Power Rangers Dino Super Charge Episode 10, Doubutsu Sentai Zyuohger episode, 26, and then for fun, the bonus topic for today will be me reviewing the first 10 episodes of Engine Sentai Go-onger, because that is the season I am currently watching right now for Super Sentai. Hang on, let me just tweet that we are live. By the way, I actually did like this episode of Dino Super Charge today. I thought it was actually enjoyable. I think the the Silver Ranger is definitely going to be a cool character. And yeah, so let's just talk about it right now. So this episode starts off at like a lake, and Matt, Riley's brother, the guy who originally was supposed to be the Graphite Ranger, but we still don't know what's going on with that. Behind the scenes, he was the actor who plays as Matt was they were like, hey, this is the Graphite Ranger, but then it turned out to be Prince Philip. So maybe Prince Philip is going to be leaving here soon. I don't know. But Matt is finally back in an episode. I don't think he was in an episode since episode 2 of the first season. So it's definitely been a long time since we've seen him. And they're basically on this fishing trip. Everybody was invited over. But Tyler, Kendall, Ivan, Prince Philip, and James are out looking for this, like, I guess, message pod and that just came from space, and it turns out it's a message pod from the Silver Ranger saying he has the location to the Titanozord. But before he can reveal where it is, one of the bad guys, I can't remember who exactly shoots it, but Fury and Singe and I think Poisandra and Wrench are there, and so one of them shoots it. They don't get to hear what the message is or what the Titanozord is, so they fight him, and then basically the villains run away, and then later on Matt and Riley get in a fight because Riley's too busy worrying about competition other than actually having fun. So Matt runs off all ticked off, and he goes out on a boat on the lake. Well, one of the monsters is like a lightning monster and strikes him with lightning, and then Matt is in this like weird dark underground place or something, and he calls Riley, says, hey, I'm stuck down here. I don't know what happened. I think I got struck by lightning or something. I need help. It's like somebody saved me, but I don't know who it is. And then he finds I guess a light just like flashes, and it's like the Silver Ranger logo, and so he sends it a picture to Riley, and Riley's like, oh my gosh, he's found the Titanozord. So everybody goes over, they fight the monster, and then Keeper eventually shows up. Yeah, Keeper joins the battle. That doesn't usually happen, and when it does, you know it's going to be awesome. And so Keeper is there, and Keeper just basically does some magic thing, and it gets the Titanozord out of the lake. And Fury, he fights Fury for I think like a split second, but then Fury like teleports away. but then they hop, like, I guess right every okay, I need to slow down. So every ranger so far besides Silver is there at the same time, which is really cool. So like all 9 rangers besides Silver and Talon, which we're thinking is going to be an evil ranger anyway, but yeah, so all the rangers are there, and then Kendall or whoever else is like, Riley, you need to go save your brother or something. So he goes and gets his brother, I guess. Or how did it work? I think he went to get his brother, and then all the other Rangers went into the Titano Megazord. So there's like 8 people in one Megazord, which was pretty awesome. And yeah, they defeat the guy, and that's pretty much it. And then they end the episode with Coda eating worms or something. I don't know. It was pretty weird. But yeah, sorry if this review is all scattered and all over the place. Like I said, I'm sick, but I'm still doing this anyway because I missed yesterday, and I need to get this out today. So overall, this episode is the best episode of the season. This is Dino Charge quality stuff. What I was complaining about yesterday, it was pretty much fixed today. I still think so far this is a very lackluster season, however, because it took like 9-10 episodes for them to get to this point. It shouldn't be like that. The whole season should have been like this. But all complaints aside, this was a very good episode, and yeah, so I really liked today's episode. So I'm going to take a second to look at the live chat. Let's see. Have you heard the new EX-Aid news? I'm excited for it. I mean, I've heard of Kamen Rider EX-Aid. I don't know what all is new about it. But yeah, I know about Kamen Rider EX-Aid. It looks pretty interesting. I don't know if I'm going to watch it or not. I'm more of a Super Sentai Power Rangers kind of guy. But we'll see. We'll see. We might end up reviewing it. We'll see. But now we're moving on into Super Sentai, and like last week, the Super Sentai schedule is kind of all messed up because I don't live in Japan. I don't get to see it right off the bat. I don't speak Japanese, so I have to wait for a sub to come out, and the subs usually come out on Mondays. So basically, our Super Sentai reviews are usually about almost a week later than people who watch the raw version, or people who, I guess, review it in the middle of the week. But since this is like a weekly podcast or whatever, we don't really, I guess, review it as soon as we could. So it's whatever. We gotta do what we gotta do, I guess. So I'm gonna pull up a synopsis. I mean, I know the basic gist of what happened. Just to refresh my memory, I'll read off the synopsis for you guys. And the new for the new oh my god, for the new Zyuogher episode. Yeah, I'm really sick. So yeah, I need to get this. I just saw a picture of Milo Murphy's blah or something, that new Phineas and Ferb spin-off show or whatever. Alright, episode 26. Sorry that took so long. I'm pulling up a synopsis here. So, Yamato unexpectedly encounters Daichi, an old friend, not Daichi, from university. They enjoy a conversation remembering the old times, and Daichi, has big news. He is getting married in a few days. Yamato is happy as if it were his own wedding, and Bangray notices. The wedding day comes, and while Yamato was the only one invited, the rest of the team shows up, all dressed up. Daichi lets them stay for the ceremony, but are interrupted by the Bangray. Meanwhile, Naria expresses her concern about Quavel's atypical behavior, only to see that Guinness finds it entertaining. So yeah, basically Yamato's friend comes from college, comes back, he's getting married, so all the Rangers pretty much just go to the wedding or whatever. But a monster starts attacking, and basically everybody but Yamato goes out to fight the monster because, I mean, well, they weren't really sitting next to each other because the other Zyuohgers weren't really invited to the wedding, so they were sitting up in the balcony while Yamato was down on the main floor. And since Yamato wasn't with them, he wasn't able to notice that there was a monster attacking. So the other 5 Rangers go out to fight the monster. They can't really fend them off. Yamato notices that they're gone. He realizes something must be up, so he goes out there. He tries to fight the monster. It's not really working. And Daichi and his bride walk out of the wedding. They get jumped by the monster, but then Yamato comes out, saves them, and basically they hop in their Megazord, or their Mecha. Sorry, I know Super Sentai fanboys would probably get really, really mad if I called it a Megazord. But they jump into the Mecha, and basically they fend off the monster, and that's pretty much it. Another filler episode. There's not really much to talk about, unlike Dino Super Charge, which actually wasn't filler, finally. So yeah, this episode of Zyuogher, again, was filler. At least it wasn't crappy filler like what we get in America most of the time. But overall, great episode. Still loving Zyuogher. I really love this season of Super Sentai. I definitely think they should keep it up. They're doing a great job. I cannot wait to see some Super Animal War stuff, and I really, really, really cannot wait for next week, because next week is going to be huge for Zyuogher, because oh crap, yeah. Pineapple Rider's right. I forgot to mention the the Birdman and what was the gorilla's name? They were at the end. I completely forgot about that. Thank you, Pineapple Rider. What was the gorilla guy? I for some reason forgot the gorilla guy's name. I'm sorry. Birdman. Who was it? Okay, and then Cube Leopard was in it as well. Larry, that's his name, right? I think that's what it is. So yeah, thank you. So they were at the end. That was huge, and yeah, I'm really excited for next week as well for Go-Kaiger to come back in Doubutsu Sentai Zyuohger. That's gonna be insane, to be honest. That is going to be huge, and I think it's going to be for the next 2 episodes as well. So that's going to be insane. So yeah, I guess that's pretty much all I have to talk about with Super Sentai. This might be a short episode for me, and for information wise, there's not really much to talk about this week. But I'm gonna review, or I guess give my thoughts on the first 10 episodes of Go-onger, because it is the season I'm currently watching of Super Sentai, and I'm really trying to get into Super Sentai a lot. I watched Tokuger until the Orange Ranger showed up, and then I watched the final episodes. So I'm probably gonna go back to that eventually, watch all those episodes in between. And then I'm obviously watching Zyuogher. Ninja I didn't watch much of because I didn't care for the first episode, and then everybody started hating it. So, and now I'm watching Go-onger, which is based off of Power Rangers RPM. And honestly, I think, I mean, it's definitely not like huge, like amazing, but I definitely really, really like Go-onger so far. It's nothing to compare to RPM. In fact, RPM is a way better season. It just is story-wise, character-wise, etc. But like this is the few instances where America did it better than Japan. but Go-onger is a great season. I really like how the Zords are their own character. I think that's really cool. Like Corrugator, nobody really was in charge of Corrugator at all in in America. There was like no Orange Ranger or something to control Corrugator. So I really like that Corrugator now has his own like a character, his own personality, like something that go with Corrugator. Like all the Zords have their own personalities and stuff. They're characters in itself, and I really think it's a really creative idea. Like who would have thought of making the Zords their own characters? I'm like, who needs the Rangers, right? Because the Zords are their own characters. No, but Go-onger is really awesome. As favorite Ranger wise, I don't know if I really have a favorite yet. Because who knows? Like one of the Go-on Wings might end up being my favorite, and I haven't gotten to that yet. So overall, I'm enjoying it so far. I really like it. And Go-onger, I would recommend it to people. I don't really know what else to say besides if you like RPM, it's a completely different show from RPM. Like Go-onger and RPM could not be any more polar opposites. Like they are as far different as anything can be, right? But I like both. RPM is definitely better. But Go-onger definitely, I guess, has its place in the Super Sentai legacy. I'm just rambling now, but yeah, guys, I would go on longer. But like I said, I'm sick, and at this point, this I'm not doing too hot, just commentating all this. So I'm gonna cut it short here. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and comment down below if there's anything new you want us to do here on the podcast. And yeah, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully we'll have a better podcast next week. And yeah, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you guys later. Goodbye.